Alright guys, got a new bow. Let's see how it shoots. See how we did. You know what? I'm gonna say that's pretty good. If I could hit that good every time, I'd have it made. Let's see how much penetration we got in this target. Keep in mind, from here to here, the front to the back of the target is 10 inches. So that is about 9 inches of penetration. Not bad for a 40-pound bow. Alright guys, a lot of you are going to recognize this. This is the Samick Sage recurve. It's actually a takedown recurve. You got these two cool screws here that are actually knurled so you can get a hold of it with your hand, so you don't need any extra tools to take this thing apart or put it back together. This particular one is a 40-pound draw weight, which is a lot lighter than what I normally do, but I found that my consistency picked up quite a bit whenever I started shooting this. So I actually have no problems deer hunting with this. Check your state regulations. Some states have a minimum draw weight requirement. Here in Tennessee we don't. Back when I lived in Georgia at the time, it was 45 pounds minimum, so this would not have been legal there. But I'm not sure what the law there is now. Anyways, I'm pretty impressed with this. I got it at Gander Mountain, which is surprising to me because almost every time I go into Gander Mountain they don't have what I'm looking for, and they're kind of expensive. But this time they had this, and it was about 140 bucks. So, hey, that's really good. It has some really cool features that you normally don't see in the lower priced traditional bows. One, you got your little gadget adapter right here, so you can put a stabilizer on there. You get a spot right here where you can put a more modern arrow rest on there. You can put a whisker biscuit on there if you want to. And it's got these two spots right here so that you can mount sight pins on there, or more importantly to me, you can mount a bow mounted quiver on there, which is probably what I'm going to do. But as you can see, it's a pretty good shooter. So the only problem I had with it was the first time that I took it out shooting. It was loud. It was actually one of the loudest bows that I had. So I started playing around with the brace height. And brace height is the distance between this lowest part on the grip right here to the string. Because I was getting a lot of string reverberation, I increased the brace height to about 8 inches, and then it quieted right down. So pretty much I don't have any real problems with this bow. I'll talk about it more here in a second. Not bad. Can't ask for much better than that. Okay. I actually had to think for a minute about any problems that I've had with this. One of them is the string that it came with. I didn't really like it. The length of the serving was a little bit too short for my liking, so I switched it out to a different string. The only other thing I've noticed is this back edge right here at the grip. It's not radiused very well, and it's kind of a sharp edge right there. Now, long short of that, it's giving me kind of a nasty blister there on my thumb knuckle. But I can adjust my grip and get around that, but they could have radiused that just a little bit more. But overall, I'm really happy with this, especially for the price. I paid a lot more money than that for bows that weren't even this good. So, that's the only thing I forgot to mention. It is 62 inches long, and the draw weight is measured at 28 inches of draw length. Now, I don't have a 28-inch draw length. I actually have about a 26-inch draw length. I can draw it back to 28 inches just fine. But whenever I do, the string starts to hit the corner of my glasses, hits the brim of my hat, and it's just not a very consistent anchor point for me. But I find if I draw back to 26 inches, I can get the knuckle of my thumb right back behind my jawbone, and it's a very consistent anchor point. So if you ever have to make the choice between power and consistency, pick consistency every single time, because that's what archery is all about. Anyways, needless to say, I'm very impressed with this. I can highly recommend it. So if you're looking for a new bow, want to do something a little bit different, I can highly recommend getting one of these. Anyways, guys, that's been my time. Just wanted to give you all a little product review here, kind of show you guys what I'm going to be using this bow season. Hopefully we get a deer with this. I hope. I got some new arrows on order. They're going to be really heavy arrows, and you might think, well, you want light arrows, right? Because they're faster. That's not really the case. For hunting, you want heavy arrows, and that's because that's going to give you more momentum, and it's going to add penetration. So you want the most penetration that you can get on the game animal, especially if you're shooting a low poundage bow. So the arrows that I got coming in are going to be somewhere around 550 grains in weight. So that's a pretty good weight for hunting deer with a recurve. So anyways, guys, that's been my time for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and thumbs up.